works. Is cash okay? Presto! No monthly credit card statement, no paper trail. I love beautiful clothes and accessories, explains Hillary, who is too embarrassed by her sartorial secret to use her last name. Despite women's growing economic power and independence, the cost of their wardrobes remains one of their best-kept secrets. Even wives who earn money and need to dress well for work and social events often don't want their husbands to see the bills. As a result, this shh, don't tell accounting is surprisingly common at all economic levels, according to fashion retailers and wardrobe consultants. The secrecy stems in part from women's guilt about spending money on themselves. Well, I don't buy that for 1 minute. Women don't feel guilty about spending. Women feel guilty about getting caught spending much more than the men who bring home their paychecks and kick in equally or more. They don't want us to know how much they're spending because they're spending much more than we do, and probably more than they need to. The biggest lie a woman tells when she looks in a clothing store window and says, I need this. No. The word need has been redefined. It says here that the secrecy can also reflect deeper issues in a couple's relationship. Money is very tricky stuff, says B.J. Gallagher, an author and social psychologist in Los Angeles. It's interwoven with power, control, and questions such as, whose money is it? How much is your money? How much is our money? With couples, money is often the arena in which they act out their tugs of war. Some women, like Hillary, pay cash for nearly everything in their closets. Others charge one item at a store and pay cash for the rest. Still others use a separate credit card that their husbands don't see. Some enlist a friend to buy the items and then repay her. Other shoppers cut off the tags when they get home and tuck away purchases. A Boston hairstylist who has a penchant for shoes throws away the boxes before walking in the door. They don't want their husbands questioning them like they're a schoolgirl, says Debbie Mandel of Lawrence, New York, who counsels women about relationships and stress management. They don't want him asking, why did you buy this and for how much? What were you thinking? Of course, we ask that because in most cases we make most of, if not all of the money. Certainly more than 50%. Plus, we spend a lot less on clothing, shoes. The only thing we would wear that you might classify an accessory is a belt. And how many of those do we own? Not many. The secret life that women lead. Spending money. Lying about it. Hiding it. Are you one of those women? Do you have a secret spending life that your husband doesn't know about? Do you spend much more on things like clothing and shoes and handbags than he knows about? How about your boyfriend? The guy you live with? Do you lie to him about how much you spend? Do you hide how much you spend? How much you have? Do you have hidden bank accounts? I want to know the whole story.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
You amuse me.
Well, thank you so much. I love when you're condescending like that. It turns me on.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show, 1-800-5800-TOM. Monique on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Monique.
Yes, I spend way more than I should. I do all the things you said. I hide the tags. I throw away the boxes. I even hide bags in my kids' rooms. It's bad.
Why do you do that?
What was the question?
Why do you do it?
Why? You know what? If I knew why, I'd stop. I honestly, it's kind of, just because you get away with it once, it's kind of like a thing that you can do, and then you get away with it, and then you do it again, and...
But if you don't need the stuff...
I know, but it's pretty. I like to change clothes. I like to have new things. It feels good.
How many years have you been married?
12.
You're 34, you've married 12 years.
Yeah.
Don't you ever wonder, like, what would happen if your husband left you? Like, wouldn't it make sense to wouldn't it make sense to have wouldn't it make sense to have money put away for that?
Yes.
Like, if you told me you were taking money, I don't know, the grocery money or something, and you were putting it in a bank account in case things didn't work out, it wouldn't be fair, it wouldn't be right, but it would be understandable. But buying all this cute crap that you have no use for.
You're right. You're so right. And I was just thinking about that the other day. I went shopping with my daughter, and I'm buying all this stuff, and I kept saying to myself, I need to stop. I need to stop. And I brought it home, and the whole way home, driving home, I just felt guilty. Like, if I walk in the door and he sees this, he's going to freak out. Where'd you get the money? Well, he knows where I got the money. I got it from him.
And how much do you make? How much does he make?
Oh, anyway, I don't make very much. We work together, which is probably another part of the problem. I make about, $800 a week. He makes about, $5,000 a week. So it's just not fair. He makes so much more than...
Well, it's fair. He works more than you do.
I know, but, that's my reasoning, I suppose. That's just not reality, but that's how I put it.
Uh-huh. So you're completely living in a dream world,
yeah.
Even though where you live in Southern California, 2 out of every 3 marriages ends in divorce. 2 out of every 3.
Yeah, if I got divorced, I'd be really upset, and this would probably be one of the reasons he would do it, I'm sure.
So, does he know you like to spend?
Yeah, he does.
And he gets pissed about it?
Sometimes he does. Sometimes he tells me that I need to go, because I haven't been in a while. And then I go, and then I splurge. I go way overboard. That's what happens.
I'm trying to understand this. Why do you need to do this? I'm just trying to understand it. Like, do you have low self-esteem? Do you have low self-worth?
No.
Does it make you feel powerful? I don't get it.
Yeah, it does. It makes me feel powerful. That's what it is.
But you're not. You're spending his money. You have no power at all.
Well, that's the delusion of it. It's kind of...
You would have power if you saved the money and still had it.
Yes, you're right.
That's power.
Yeah, that's right.
If you saved $100,000 out of money you were picking up around the house or picking out of his pocket, again, it would be wrong. But you would at least have real power.
Yeah.
Going to the mall and handing your money over to Forever 21 or BB or one of these, you're not powerful. They're powerful, and you still have nothing.
No, you're right. That's why I said that's my delusion. You're right. It's absolutely right. I don't. It's just the only way that I... at the time, it's kind of like a drug. You do it, and then when you're over, you're like, why did I do that? That's just stupid, It's
clearly, you're angry at him for making so much money.
I'm not angry at him. It's more, I don't know. I work. I have 3 kids, and I do both, and I cook, and I take this, and I do that. So I put a lot of energy. I don't just go home and, go to sleep. I go to the gym. I have a life, but,
Yeah, who pays for the gym?
He pays.
Of course he does.
Yeah. But I pay for all the kids' stuff, I pay for all the dancing and all the karate and all the cheerleading and all the, phones. I mean, I pay...
Now, who pays the mortgage over there?
He pays the big bills, I pay the small bills. The grocery, the electric bill.
So don't make it sound like you're some big martyr or something. You get to pay the little bills, and he pays all the big bills, and then you steal from him on top of it.
Isn't that horrible, the way you put it that way? But you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm not very nice.
And you feel good about it.
No, I don't feel good. I feel so guilty. That's why I'm calling you.
Why don't you stop?
I'm going to.
No, do it.
Well, I'm going to. I just wanted to call because I'm one of those, and I feel horrible about it. I do.